Hello and welcome to episode 5 of One Word Answers. I'm your host, Dan Healy. I run the the Miami Heat UK fan page, and this week I am joined by Martin Hazley from one of the UK New York Knicks page. How you doing, Martin?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Not a problem at all, mate. Yeah, there's a few Knicks fan pages out there in the UK. Obviously, a massive franchise, a big following. You started your page about the same time that I started mine, which is around April last year. Enjoying running that, mate? You're doing a great job with it.
Yeah, love the interaction. You're always able to follow the accounts over in the US, but some nice interaction over with the NBA UK community, who are all supportive of each other. It's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the brilliant thing to bring up there. Yeah, it's become a real community. It is definitely growing over here. I'm always intrigued with UK NBA fans. So how long have you followed the sport? How did you get into it, and why did you choose the Knicks?
Followed the sport from when I was in high school. I shouldn't admit this. I'm 30 now, and typically at that stage I was gathering jerseys from the big name players in the league at that stage. I had a Melo jersey, I had a LeBron jersey, I had a Wade jersey, I had a Shaq jersey. And
Wow.
when I was, we went to New York, and I watched the game, fell in love, and then me and my wife went back in 2011, 2012, in around the time shortly after the Melo trade, and it went on from there, and it became more of an obsession.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it tends to be the general theme with guys that run or speak to the accounts over here. It's generally that they got into it, took an interest, but then went on holiday somewhere, caught a game, fell in love with it, and that seems to be the general theme. And it's great because it is definitely becoming bigger and bigger over here. So yeah, great stuff, mate. So coming on to one word answers. Just to quickly, in case nobody's followed an episode before. 30 quick fire questions you got to answer in one word. The only thing I would say, there's no right or wrong answers. I just ask you to answer as honestly as possible rather than just give a answer just to be up against the clock. You're the fifth person to do this now. You are currently looking to beat the Lakers fan page UK page. I think off memory, I think it's 4 minutes 39, or it might be 4 minutes 34. I'll look that up, but it's 4 minutes 30 something that you're looking to beat. How you confident?
Yeah, I've just got my eye on that UK Nets account.
Yeah. You've mentioned this. Yes, the main thing is just to beat the Nets. I think that's well, we will see how we go with that because that was quite a competitive time as well. Okay, right. It's broken down into 3 sections, sort of. So first section will be Knicks related, second section will be Miami Heat related, and then the third section will be just NBA in general related. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Okay, right, let's bring up the stop clock. Yeah. Okay, ready, and we are off. Okay, question 1. Describe New York's season to date.
Underwhelming.
Question 2. Is the season going better, worse, or the same as you was expecting it would do?
Same as expecting.
Okay, same. Yep, okay. Question 3. Where will the Knicks seed?
11.
Okay. Question 4. Favourite player on the Knicks roster?
My guy, the French Prince, Ntilikina.
Nice, yes. Question 5. Who's been underperforming for New York so far?
Kevin Knox.
Yep. Question 6. Your overriding emotion when free agency closed the off-season just gone?
Disaster.
Question 7. Who is New York's best young prospect?
RJ.
Okay. Question 8. What percentage chance will Knicks have of winning a championship in the next 5 years?
15%.
Okay. Question 9. Will Marcus Morris ever be an all-star?
No.
Question 10. Who will finish bottom of the Eastern Conference this year?
Hawks.
Question 11. A realistic free agent signing for 2021.
Ooh.
Stacked class.
Giannis.
Okay. Question 12. Best logo, Miami Heat or New York Knicks?
Got to be the Knicks.
Question 13. Your favourite Miami Heat player on the current roster?
Bam Adebayo.
Okay. Question 14. What do you make of Miami's season to date?
Strong.
Question 15. Where do you predict Miami will seed?
4.
Question 16. If you could take any Miami Heat player to join New York, who would it be?
Bam.
Yeah, love Bam. 17. Tyler Herro or RJ Barrett?
Ooh. RJ.
Okay. Question 18. Who's got the better dunk, Mitchell Robinson or Derrick Jones Jr.?
Jones Jr.
Animals, both of them. Question 19. What percentage chance do you give Miami winning a championship in the next 5 years?
20%.
Okay. Question 20. What franchise is more iconic, Miami Heat or the New York Knicks?
Knicks.
Question 21. A team you've been impressed with most in the NBA this year?
Kills me. Dallas.
Yeah, fair. 22. A team you've been unimpressed with this year?
Trailblazers.
Okay. 23. The winners of the East will be?
The Bucks.
24. The winners of the West will be?
Lakers.
25. The overall winner this year will be?
Clippers.
Okay. 26. A team who aren't as good as what everyone believes they are?
Houston.
Yep, that's good. Good answer. 27. A player who isn't as good as everyone believes he is?
Trae Young.
Okay. 28. A coach who isn't as good as everyone believes he is?
Fizdale.
29. The best player in NBA history is?
MJ.
And finally, question 30. The Heat host New York Knicks. Sorry, they don't. They are away to New York Knicks on Sunday night. Who takes the W?
Knicks.
Stop the clock. Well, before I reveal the answer, I have to say I misspoke earlier. The current leader is the LA Lakers fan page, but their time, I looked it up whilst you were talking, was 4 minutes 10 seconds. Your time, 4 minutes 18 seconds. So not quite enough a top spot, but a very respectable second place. Well done.
Yeah, I think I need to explain that Fizdale answer.
Go on.
I'm sick of all these other coaches and players, post-game and pre-game, criticising the Knicks for ridding themselves of Mr. Fizdale.
Okay.
His coaching left a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a successful spell at all, was it? So yeah, no, that's a fair shout. It's a fair shout. Poor old Fizz. But no. Well, to be honest, since he's gone, you've been a bit more re-energized. You've done a bit better. It's trending in the right direction, I think now. So so thoughts on the rest of the season? You've mentioned there in one of your answers that you think you could finish around 11th. I think that's fair. What's the bigger picture then? Is it just obviously you've got the rebuild now? When do you think that the Knicks will start to become a competitive team again?
It depends what you define competitive. This year has to be about acquiring assets and establishing who we should have moving forward. Next year, whether you package your draft pick with an asset and bring in a player, or whether or not you continue to build with the young players, I think playoffs could be realistic next season.
Okay.
If RJ develops as we hope he does. The Knicks badly miss a point guard, and so as much as I love Frank, they miss that dynamism at getting in the paint. So once they have a playmaker, I think they'll be in a position where this franchise improves and sort of takes the next step. But I think this trade deadline, the Knicks need to be acquiring assets and looking to see what they've got in some of these young players.
Yeah.
Knox can't be playing 6 minutes a night.
No, that's right. Yeah. Talking about Barrett, RJ Barrett, obviously was the third pick. Was it? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3.
So I haven't seen that much of him. Only seen sort of glimpses in highlights because we haven't played. I can't remember if we've played each other yet this year.
Yeah.
We did.
You played really well, and I think it was the game where you had, I think, all your starting 5 or the majority of them got in double figures.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, that's right. So RJ Barrett, has he been as good as the high pick suggests? Has he struggled a little bit? How's he developing?
When he came out of college, the draft report said that he was poor defensively. He's been a bit better on the defensive end, but as expected, really, he's not a great shooter. He likes to get in the paint, good with contact. He's about what I expected. It is promising. It's just you need to see him take now the next step. You need him to be able to put the ball in the hoop regularly, and you need that jump shot to go in ultimately.
Yeah.
But he wants New York's. Some of the players in the NBA and some of the rookies don't necessarily have what it takes, I would say, to be the poster boy of New York. And RJ from the draft wanted New York, and everything he's done thus far has been promising. He's had a mid-season dip, which I'd put down to the minutes that Fizdale had him playing early season. But in the last 2 games against the Lakers and Clippers, he's led the league, led the team in scoring, and he's done that quite efficiently.
Yeah.
Which is promising.
Yeah, it's I suppose he's been elevated into like quite a tough situation where the fact that because you sort of struck out in free agency again and it did just was, as you said, was a disaster. Suddenly there was just so much hype and hope now put on his shoulders because he was a high draft pick. So I think that quite a lot of pressure that may not have been there had you have got a Durant or someone like that. So it would be interesting to see how he carries on the rest of this year. I think he's been pretty good, and see how he develops going forward. So.
The roster really isn't built for him.
No.
The point guards that we have on the roster can't shoot. You have a real lack of spacing. Yes, Morris has been lights out. Randall's shot it well in games from the 3, but when you have Mitch on the floor, he doesn't stretch the floor at all. So really, that starting 5 lacks real shooting. If the Knicks had some more shooting, a Bogdanovich or could play long minutes with Ellington and Bullock either side of RJ, I think he would look much better. But the roster just doesn't help him at all.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, it's maybe a conversation we need to be good to maybe have a chat later on in the season because it'd be good to get into it a bit more. But obviously a very knowledgeable New York Knicks fan we have here, and if you can tell everybody, Martin, where they can find you on Twitter.
Yeah, it's UK_Knicks.
Yeah, terrific. And great job. Always found your page very interesting. As I just said, very knowledgeable, insightful page. So check that out if you haven't. Martin, thank you very much for joining me, mate.
Oh, no, Dan, thank you ever so much for having me.
And hopefully, worst of luck on Sunday, of course. But good luck for the rest of the season going forward.
Thank you.
All right, mate. We'll see you all soon. See you later, guys.